Correct?
I'm learning.
And we are live. Welcome to Sunday in the studio with Mike and Casey. Hello, everybody out there. Getting started. We've changed the setup yet again, a little bit different camera angle. And we have increased some air conditioning, increased some audio, made it slightly more livable for your lovable hosts. And,
That would be me.
Yeah, host.
Oh, host.
Mike is playing audio over the video.
I am.
Yeah, I don't think he can hear it because he's got his headphones on, but it is amusing.
It is there.
You know what I'm doing? I'm going to play the theme song again. All right, we actually have a way, Mike, if you need to play some audio, play it directly on the board here.
Oh, it's just enough technology.
I'm enjoying it. Got several things happening today. Hey, Stuart. Hello, rail fans. That's right.
Hi, Stuart.
Makes me think of Letterkenny. Stuart. I don't know if anybody's seen Letterkenny, but there's a character named Stuart.
Oh, it's 8 right. Up in Kentucky.
Hey, look who it is. It is Tara, who has a birthday on Wednesday, Mike. I think it's Wednesday this week.
NS is going to make arrangements for a special train configuration for us. It's going to go right down the Lazy Curve.
Right
through
past
Virginia.
Terrace Bridge?
Yep, right past the bridge, too. And that fancy building.
That is fancy. I haven't actually looked at the viewer submissions of the week, but I'm sure we'll see Terrace Bridge in there somewhere, right? Let me just skim some of the thumbnails.
You have the secret chamber.
Well, I do see some submissions from Tara, but I don't see the bridge right now. Maybe it's just me. I do see a bridge that I recognize, though. I've actually shot production at one of these bridges. All right, I'm going to stop looking ahead. Getting myself ahead. Hey, Lucan, how's it going? We are getting started. Got a couple of things to do today. We had an extremely busy day yesterday, Mike. And by we, I mean Mike did.
We had a very long day.
Yeah, and he had a lot of stuff going on. So much so that I thought we would do something we haven't done since July of last year. We would do a top 7 from our lives of the week, Mike.
And I even had the brilliant idea to film a storm yesterday.
Which he said worked out really well until the storm hit him, and then it was less enjoyable. I was running from a storm at the time and stayed dry, so I got to laugh at Mike. This week's hat is the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500. You notice a lot of my hats are racing. There's a theme. Let's see. We have several things. We have a lot of viewer submissions. We have some footage Mike shot yesterday, including perhaps of the 1080. We have a top 7 to get to, and one thing I thought we'd do is just look at what the last one looked like, get you the general theme of what we shot last year. So let me turn up the audio on the board, transition over here, and hope I transitioned it correctly. There we go.
Are we about to have a surprise?
No, this is last year's. Everybody's seen this. Well, older subscribers have seen this.
Are you calling me old?
Yeah, host. You know,
Hey everybody, Casey here in the studio with this week's Top 7 Trackside Countdown. I've conferred with Mike. We have the official results for his favorite catches and picks from last week's Trackside Lives. Hope you'll enjoy this list, starting now.
And I'm going to mute that real quick because I don't know what audio's on that, and I do not want to gamble. But now, all right, caught live. Oh, there was no audio. I'll put it on later in production. I remember this one. This was the MOW at the old tunnel.
Listen to those tracks. It's going down the grade there.
And it's laying rail the whole time, too. Which you'll see later. We'll avoid some of the shear, but show you here as he comes by at the end. This is a long train. You can see how much I just skipped forward. I just skipped forward 2 minutes. Hey, Chuck.
Hey guys!
Mike yells. They didn't answer.
How dare they?
I know. They're just mean-spirited like that. It's like they were working or something. Okay, we're going to see what the next one was. Oh, yeah, that's right. The brick. That was the first time we ever got the brick.
Is glass with a rear.
And so this is the one, you know, there are various geometry units. CSX has the one that's the Spirit of, oh, I don't know. I can't even remember. It's one of their Spirit of units, and it's just a single,
There's your view.
I guess it's technically a locomotive. It's a single unit.
Norfolk
But then Norfolk has this giant one that's 2 cars and actually gets towed. And I guess doesn't have PTC. I don't know why they do that. But anyway, we caught that lying in the Debutts yard, so Mike went and caught it. So there was a bunch of stuff that happened at that point last year. Let's see, what was the other one? The next one. Oh yeah, NS 8114, and this was number 5, so that must have been a heck of a week last year too. Was crawling past. Actually, we weren't expecting this, much less on a BNSF. Nobody knew it was coming through, so Mike was actually really surprised when this came through. I'm still not entirely sure how that ended up happening, escorting a bunch of empty coal cars, but it did, and it was going straight past Coffey's Cliff. So, anyway. Alright, so that was basically what we started with last year. So I thought it would be fun if we go ahead and make one of the top catches of this week, and also go through y'all's footage and look at some of the 360. We've got a bunch of stuff we can do this week. Mike, what did we catch last week?
Last week?
Or this week, you know what I mean? In these days that have been passed since before Sunday.
One of the highlights is the Delaware and Hudson.
Mm-hmm. The new one, 1080.
1080, and then we caught the Pennsylvania twice yesterday.
All right.
And all my notes.
Do you have
last week are over there?
We can grab them. No, I meant from last live to this one. So these past 6 days. Do we have footage of all of the good catches, or some of them just on the live?
Everything's going to be on the lives except yesterday with 1080.
Okay, so we have 1080's production. That's probably this one, I'm going to guess.
Yes.
All right.
That is the place.
Well, let's see the new hotness that I still haven't got to see yet. We had a little rail moments miscommunication, and I had a drone all charged up and ready to go. Ray had a long lens all charged up and ready to go. And left and right hand didn't left and right hand, and it was in the yard before I saw. So. Gates. That's cool. It's really pretty. They did a great job with that. All the gray, everything. They painted everything gray with some yellow details. And since the yellow of all the caution stuff blends in perfectly, boy, that looks great. Hey, Tony. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? We've got several things from yesterday. Some shorts you put up. Oh, here's some steam.
Yeah, there's a blooper in one of these.
Even better.
Right about now.
Oops. There's a great shot of a crossing arm. We'll stabilize that. Don't worry. We got you. Very pretty. 4501.
on their way home. And they were home very late yesterday.
AGS is all good, man. We'll start with Mike's stuff, then we'll do user submissions here in a few minutes. I like the whistle. That reminds me, I have a whistle programmed on my board. I don't know why. I just thought it'd be nice to have, so I did. Let's see what this one is.
Yesterday.
Yep, I know that one.
Old Action Pike.
I know old Jesse caught that too. He caught it today. Right? Or was it yesterday?
He got it today.
He got it today. It's Jesse's bachelor party weekend. And Jesse spent it as all good bachelors do, rail fanning.
My hero.
Let's see what this one is. Looks like an observation deck. I don't know what this is. Oh no, it's a bridge. It looked like from the thumbnail, it looked like Dalton's little pavilion at night. Where are you here, Mike?
Parking deck level 2.
Okay. Dalton.
With the lights on.
There he is. Lehigh Valley. All right, next one. This looks like Wauhatchie. Is it? Where is that?
This is the water tower, the spooky
Oh, okay.
water tower. This could be the multi-engines. There's 8 of them, or this could be the special horn salute.
Boy, these thumbnails are tiny. I need to stop guessing where they are. I was way off. Horn salute coming in.
Or it's the 8 engines.
No, it's not 8 engines. I can see that much. You get a wave. Nope, you're right. And I'm like batting 0 tonight. I think I'm just going to give up and go home. I've guessed nothing correctly tonight. All right. This one. I'm going to guess this is by Apison. This is long.
No, I think we're back at the water tower still.
Good Lord. Never mind. I give up. I'm just going to have Mike tell us where we are. He's picking up some steam, though.
Anticipation.
It sounds cool. I know this part's going to get trimmed out of the short. A little heavy on the anticipation. Of course, you can't control the exact moment he comes by.
Oh, we have a news flash.
News flash.
News flash.
What is it?
1080 is leading back east.
Uh-oh. Are you seeing that on...
Brian just sent us a note.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the heritage units.
1080 is leading back east.
Okay, hold on then.
Exactly as predicted.
We're going to do something I never do. We're going to emulate a cell phone here in the studio, and we are going to fire up
And that is
heritage
a
units.
message sent in, so I don't know if it's on the app yet.
Okay. We're going to take a look. We'll look at the app and then see if anybody has declared what it is yet. So we have an emulator for Android. And it's intended for games, so you'll see a lot of spam trying to get you to play various games, but it also allows you to do heritage units.
Ryan says it will be on NS362.
Okay, so let's figure out.
And Brian caught it yesterday as well in Bridgeport.
Come on, Delaware and Hudson. I'm not logged in with our account. We actually do have an ad-free account, but I somehow am not logged in on the simulator. Okay, so it's on NS362, headed to Chattanooga, is leaving Memphis, East End, last reported in Layton, Alabama 39 minutes ago. Somebody saw it in person stopping at the siding. So, that's cool.
I just told Brian that we're discussing him on the phone, and he says, I know, I'm on the live as well.
That's good. All right, so it's happening. This guy named Paul Morgan reported it. So it is happening. And it's been spotted a few times. So Layton, Alabama, it was in Decatur, reported before that. It is not leading in Decatur, but now in Layton, Alabama, it is saying it's leading. So let's see if this is the same person reporting or a different person. Different person. So two people are saying it is leading on this trip. Well, that'd be nice. Mike, I might get to see it.
Yes, we'll just have to call in for the day.
I'm actually wearing my Delaware and Hudson colors on my hat today. So look at that. I'm ready to go.
And AGS said this would happen.
Okay, so
And I think Lucas did too.
we're going to leave this open. I'm going to leave the tracker open on the side of the screen here. And we'll just leave that going so I can look for updates. So I'm going to leave NS1080 open. And we will refresh it from time to time and see what we get. Okay, back to what we were doing. Here's the tag before the news flash. The tag. Thanks, Lucas. Yeah, that's waiting for 73Z and 283. That's what we didn't get, is what they were waiting for. He just said it was going to the siding. I didn't know the tag came through yesterday. I
It
missed
did.
that in
We
all
caught
the
it.
in all the hubbub. I missed that part.
It was right after the storm.
Gotcha. Do we know the random rail fan standing right by the tracks?
No.
There's somebody watching it very closely. All right.
And that's last week.
That's last week. Okay.
But we did catch the tag yesterday as well.
All right. Well, let's see what we got here. That's another NS. Where are we here, Mike?
We are back at the Spooky Water Tower.
All right.
Me walking.
Yeah, I recognize the crunch of your
how
shoes.
are you? You running the museum today?
You're talking to people on the live.
Yes.
Gotcha. Sorry, if you see me looking over here, I'm watching for reports of the 1080. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'm refreshing that little Android emulated tablet. Alright, this thing is not moving, so we're going to give it a chance. Now he's moving.
I believe we're going to see the tag, if my memory's right.
Tara, Mike it was on a tear yesterday. He booked 184 miles of running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth yesterday. Which if you drive a V8 4x4 F-150, that's like 4 tanks of gas. Got a good wave from the conductor there.
And this could be just me filming the startup. Let's see.
Yep. Is that a conductor we know, Mike?
No.
Okay. Yeah, no kidding. There was a lot going on, Brian. See, I actually know Brian's username. The people I meet in person, I know their usernames versus their real names. It's the people that I talk to on the lives, and I hear Mike mention through the week. I don't know who's who. I'm trying. I'm attempting to learn.
Water tower.
It is a nice one.
And
There's
there
a broken.
are
Oh, the
broken
same two
heavies.
cars. Yeah, that's cool. The same two broken ones. Yeah, that is last week. This was last week as well. It's the 13th. So we have some stuff we missed from previous ones. Is that the Southern? It is. Boy, it's tiny.
It's far away.
It is. If you guys really stare, if you're watching this on your phones, I feel sorry for you. This is a big screen kind of program. We recommend you watch the Sunday afternoon videos on your TV. Wow, seeing him leading, coming across Tin Bridge like he should.
Coming home.
I do love seeing him coming home. And his Dulux Gold. That's cool. All right, this was from the 7th. Let's go back in the archives, Mike. We missed some last week, I guess. Oh, some more steam. Is that the 4501?
It's the doubleheader.
Oh, so it's probably 6:30 up front
6:30 in the front, 4501.
then. AGS is home. Good. We are still steaming through Mike's videos of the past week. This is a double header steam. This is a good one. That's nice. That's cool. I love the 630. I found some old footage the other day, Mike, from like 15 years ago when you and I were hanging out at TVRM a lot, way before you could do YouTube Live, and we were checking out the work in the shop. They were working on the boiler, and I've got footage of it. That's from when I had my motorcycle rack and I had a cast on. 4002 with a wave. A little big of a wiggle, but we can stabilize that one.
That's me trying to run two cameras
I
at once
know.
and pan.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying we can fix it. We have the technology.
This is a special one for us.
All right. So this is somebody we know, right?
Yes.
Udawa! He said that was pretty cool, y'all. Here he comes. 371 around the corner. Udawa!
This is one of the friends of the channel.
Whoops, that's too far. Let's get this just right.
And he stretched Udo out.
Oh, did he? I missed that. Hang on a second.
Yes, he stretched
I know
it
he said
out.
he was going to do that, but there it is. That's funny. I remember him saying he was going to do that.
We got glowage.
Rail Moments term.
It's official now, I think. It's universal. I think all railfan channels use glowage.
Nope. We're unique.
They should pick it up. Makes sense. Very nice. Get a shout out and a salute from just a random person on a Union Pacific. One of Mike's friends. One of my neighbors is actually an NS engineer. I should get him to do something for us. He lives like
Back
about
in
half a
Decatur.
mile from me.
Early in the morning.
That's the RF&P nose, right? I
Yes.
just kind of glanced at it. Woo! A lot of noise from the curvature there.
But I know you can fix that.
I can. Now, Mike sent me a sound file from yesterday. I'm guessing this is the 1080. Let's listen. Okay, it's kind of long. We're going to skip. Okay, there it is. Here we go. Beautiful stereo sound from our PCM recorder. Not much to look out there, but once we put the two together, it'll all make sense. And we're going to run back through, we also have some 360 video, which we have not watched yet.
Oh, I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Now, as you know, the 360 and this computer do struggle a bit. So I'm going to close the emulator for a moment. The Delaware and Hudson has not been respotted since the last report when it was in Layton, Alabama, and that's been 50 minutes, 50 minutes. So we're going to close that. We're going to close everything that we can. Try and make the computer mildly happy. Oh, I had Steam running. I was playing some games yesterday, apparently. I was.
And at this point, we're getting close to high 80s or maybe 90s, so we're under cover.
Okay, closed everything I can. I'm going to try and open this 360 footage, which I have, because I have quite the imagination, I've called this folder 360 footage. There are a few different clips. We have 3 clips. This one is the 27th, it says. I think the time's just wrong on the camera because you said it was all from the 28th, right?
Yes, because I practiced, and I don't think there was anything else left on it.
Okay.
Remember, y'all, it's technology and Mike, and that's where the problem begins.
360 is also a bit persnickety.
Especially when I got a blue light on it, and I didn't know why.
Oh, well, that's Mike's kitchen. So we'll skip that one. I recognize Mike's kitchen.
It is my kitchen.
That's Mike's kitchen piled up with everything getting ready to go to the tracks. I see the bags that keeps the sound recorder in. I see the lights. See, everything is piled on the stove.
That's where I charge it all.
Yeah.
Interesting.
My favorite is you have all of this sitting next to a bottle of Prosecco. Because I recognize that label too.
Oh, thanks, Danny. That was my morning snack.
Mimosas and accidental video. Okay,
Triscuits and leftover cheese.
I kept asking Mike. I was like, dude, there's a video on here from the 27th. He's like, there can't be. I just used it on the 28th. Okay. So I'll avoid 360ing the Mike's Kitchen for you. All right. We are going to play this clip, and we are going to attempt to move it here to a different position. Let's see. Is it going to cooperate?
Depends if the operator did it right.
No, it's definitely not you. It is the process of trying to rotate this thing. And it sometimes, there we go, now it's wanting to rotate. It didn't want to rotate and play. Do you know if it's coming from the left side or the
Left
right?
to right.
Left to right. Okay, so we're going to do it like right here. And we'll just play it from there. We'll just watch and see what we get. Let's figure out where the play bar is. Oh, this is right before he gets there, Mike. This is
Casey, this is a mistake. It's a test.
there we go. It's a mistake. It was a test.
That's the extra.
That was the bonus. Sorry, Mike. We're not trying to play it again. It just played again. Okay. Here is the one. So this is the 1080, I'm guessing.
Yes. It
Okay.
was the one after that.
This file is huge. This is 5 gigs of video
For one train.
for 1.5 minutes.
Whoa.
No, it's 4 minutes. So it's a gig a minute. That's what this thing runs. So if you hear us complain about why it's hard to run 360, this is why. It's a gig a minute to run this doggone thing. So here we go. If the computer will cooperate, it is theoretically a gig a minute. Well, we hear it. We see a mic. It's freezing
He's
a bit.
rolling.
Pause it. See if I can move it with it paused. Wow, this is going to be very, very hard to do because the computer is really struggling with this software. But there we go, getting it to go. Now we see him. There he goes. good. All right, so there he is. And there was the freeze, but in a lucky state of affairs, I actually managed to freeze right at that moment. And we could put tracking on this and have it automatically pan and catch it. But you can see there's the raw video, so we'll be able to pan with it as it goes by. And that's helpful for us to assemble that with the other footage, because you can see he's also got the sound recorder right here, and he's filming as well with another camera. So we have all that together, and so we can put that together and add that to our Heritage series. So,
Can we skip to the end? I talked to you.
do you?
I hope I didn't say anything bad.
I hope not, too.
I'm explaining what I'm doing while I'm doing it.
Well, a wild mic appears. Let's listen.
So, everybody, this is what happens. Just like on a movie set, I show Casey the white bar to each case.
I'm pausing this so I can scroll up slightly and hopefully have it freeze less. Hey, Jonathan. Tony, I did get everything downloaded. I should have yours as well. Sorry, guys, I got a little bit behind on the chat there. Yeah, the jar of peanut butter, Brian. Okay, here we go. We are aiming down at Mike now. Okay, now we can listen.
Camera, of which we ran 3 on this production, along with an external sound device. Then I tell Casey 3 cameras, including the 360 and the sound recorder. And then, just like on the movie set, without the writing,
But don't get
I
your
stand
fingers.
in front of everything and I tell Casey, ready? And then he can set the sound like he showed Joe from the studio.
Yep, help synchronize the
All
cameras.
right, everybody.
There you go. That was Mike getting ready for tonight's live trackside. Very cool. Thank you, Mike. Much better explanation. Easy for me to say. Okay, we are going to do... let's take a quick look at what all you got this week for the catches. Let me write them down, actually, so I can keep up with you.
They're on the sheet we did Thursday, which is over there.
No, I mean, like yesterday you had a bunch. Like, what all have you gotten this week? From after last Sunday's live until today, what all have you gotten?
Well, since my memory is poor, they're on that sheet over there that we did Thursday night.
But you got a bunch yesterday. Do you remember those?
Oh, yesterday, yeah.
Okay. So, we're going to...
Which you have shown.
Oh, they're over there. Hold on.
They're on the little sheets. And you have done everything from yesterday already except 4501 in the morning when they're getting ready to put the train together.
Okay, so all the shorts were the same things as what we saw in the live.
Correct.
Just different angle because they're filmed vertically.
Correct.
Okay, in that case, we'll go through that a little bit later. We'll start with some user submissions. And I thought we would also throw up a short this week featuring our favorite picks of the week so that everybody can get a little time out on the channel. So thank you for sending them in. All right, so we're going to bring in viewer catches. Here's the folder, and here's Andy Parker with the first one. Very nice. I know that bridge. That is in
we
Tryon.
have been to that bridge.
It's Tryon. I think it's on the way to Somerville. This is the bridge where the woman... it's not exactly right here. It's over on this side. She drove off the road and hit the side of the further down track. Oh, no, this is Rome. That's Rome, Georgia, right?
No, you were
was right
right
the
the
first
first
time.
time. That's where they make the clothing.
Yeah, it is. That's Tryon. It's a blue jean factory. Yeah,
Correct.
and right here, this is what threw me off. The bridge in Rome has this right here too. It has that that flag made out of the lights. And if you watch,
Wakes up every night.
if you watch the second Wonder Woman movie, when it shows Wonder Woman as a child and she's riding in the car with her family, she's looking out the window and she passes by a bridge that looks just like this. It is, and there's like I think a football team or a baseball team playing in the background. Actually, I think it's a high school football. That is Rome, Georgia, because they filmed that scene in Rome, Georgia. So it looks just like that bridge. Here's another from Andy. Adds a nice shot. I like the composition there. Got the observation car right behind it. And that's the Chesapeake and Ohio observation car. Right, Mike?
Correct.
Actually, I'm going to turn off the studio lights here. I'm going to put us down on the very dramatic red light mode so Mike can see them a little more easily. Sorry if it's kind of creepy.
And Casey, I don't know if it's possible, but I just sent you a picture of the car you just talked about.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me, where there's a will, there's a way, Mike. I'm just going to open a different browser. I'm not logged into that one at the moment, but bear with me 1 second, and we will log into that. And I'll leave up this very pretty picture of the 4501 in the meantime. Actually, Mike, you and I have been on that observation car, right? Isn't that the same one that the air conditioning always breaks on?
No, that's different.
Oh, it is?
Next to
Okay.
the Canadian one.
And I can tell you that thing is extremely hot. Oh, yeah. That is the picture. Okay.
So there's
So,
2 pictures of it for you.
yep, I'm going to download these real quick. We got sent these by a guy who works at the factory. I was actually standing with Mike when the guy sent these in. Let me open my downloads. Okay, so this woman was relatively uninjured. She had some kind of a medical event and drove straight off the road, but she drove hard enough that she launched over the opening and she hit the side of the tracks, and you can see where it actually pushed it in. It bubbled up the gravel in that spot, so they had to bring in a bunch of ties and everything. And Mike and I have a bunch of video of it, including drone footage from when they were going to repair it, because the double headers team came right by it. And the tracks actually do have a bend to the, or they did until they repaired it. They had a bend right there. So that car hit the heck out of it.
You do have a picture I just sent you of the bent tracks so they can get the magnitude of how hard she hit that trestle.
And for her to be relatively okay, look at that. She just missed this concrete support. If she'd have hit that, that'd have been an even worse day. See the sheriff's deputy there in the background. And there's that bridge. That is the one I was thinking of. He just took the picture from this way. And I have not ever gone that way. I've always stayed on this side. So either in this parking lot or in the driveway over here by the loading dock. I've never gone further down where he took that picture from. Let me switch back over real quick, and I will grab the one Mike sent me. I'll just leave it open. That way, if there's anything else to send me, I'll have it available. There we go. Oh, yeah. I think you and I took this picture.
And then,
Oops, that's the same one. Hold on. This one here.
yeah, and you see it about halfway up. You can see the bent rail there.
You sure can. So it's obviously grainy because it's from a long way away, and we got sent this via text. But you can see right here it's bent out, and you can see actually I guess the fuel coming across. I'm not sure, something. But she survived and was relatively okay, considering. I mean, she had the medical event that made her crash in the beginning, but still insane. Hey, Jesse. On your, I believe, final weekend of singlehood, or penultimate, one or the other. All right, so back to the user submissions here, the viewer submissions. We have that bridge that we were just talking about, so that's from the other side. And here's another one Andy sent. Yep, this is right by the end, so they just passed by where they repaired it. Heading toward where those shots were taken from. Really cool with the tender. Here's one from Tony. He said this was his only catch of the week. He got out and got the 397 CSX. Is that that's not an H nose? No, it's different. It has the deflected windows, but it doesn't have the drop off on the side. What is that, Tony? I'm trying to learn my cabs here that aren't just the NS comfort cabs I see every day. Oh, that's awesome. Did you catch that, Tara? Were you here? You were home? That's TVRM.
This must be the picture that she told me about that I might recognize, and boy, do we.
Yeah, that's the Y, the WYE, the Y at TVRM. I've stood there
Whoa.
many a time with Mike. That's a heck of a shot, though. The sun catching, the smoke. That's really cool.
I recognize the rope.
Yeah. They've used that rope to shove me back when I was standing too
Yes.
close to the tag. After hours. That's really neat.
Whoa.
That's cool. Thanks for sending that. October 2024. Yeah, we were hanging out. We were doing labs and stuff. I think, Mike, when did we start? We started in January 23, I think. So a couple years ago. Now, time flies. But we've been riding. When did you start TVRM? The 90s, mid-90s?
Oh, when Austin was about 5, so he's 31 now, so 26 years ago.
So in like 99, Mike started. And I started riding with him 08. So I had ridden on it as a child, obviously. I'm local. But it was 08 for me, was the beginning.
Look, the trees are even small.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's from Tara.
That's a beautiful setting.
It is. That's from Tara. Train winding through. All the kudzu. That looks like home, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've actually beaten most of the kudzu in submission here in Chattanooga, but it still looks like home. That's beautiful. Love the sky. Then we have Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, what a good shot.
The women on skunk fatal. Tis love at first sight. No? I love Mel Blanc, as you can tell.
You took that and ran with it.
Pepe Le Pew, he's an icon. That's a great shot.
I'm assuming this is Jesse's.
It is.
You're welcome for sending that to you on your bachelor weekend. I had to go through a storm for that.
The Pennsylvania.
Yes, yesterday. It bent.
It's such a dark maroon because this is where the Lehigh Valley, there are parts of the Lehigh Valley that are almost this dark on the nose, which is what throws me off on it. But then this is a consistent color, and the Lehigh Valley seems like it's like 6 different colors. I swear they touched it up with Lehigh or with the paint from Pennsylvania. It's very pretty. Oh, that's cool. Now there's a catch. Dang, Jesse. It's hard to argue with that one.
He did outdo himself.
Conductor giving a wave to the oncoming Heritage unit. Double stack MSE intermodal.
Oh, that's Stinky LePlue.
Oh, is this the same one's got
That's-
Pepe Le Pew on it?
No, that's the Stinky train. Stinky,
Oh, yeah.
Stinky Pete.
Oh, yeah,
That
I
we
can
have
see it's got the
nicknamed it,
covers
yep.
over it. Yeah,
That is the
garbage train.
Pennsylvania trash coming down.
Goes to Alabama, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, not a finer place for it.
Sorry, AGS.
He knows. He lives there. No. Their slogan is, at least we're not Mississippi. This is a really good shot, too. I love the lighting here. It's just the focus is perfect. And you can see the heat coming out of the sides. Jesse said both the engineer and the conductor got out to watch 289 go past. It was pretty cool. That is awesome. AGS goes, hey! Nice. I know. One of my friends used to joke, welcome to Alabama, set your clocks back 50 years.
Boy, is that true.
But it is a dang sight better than Mississippi. That's really nice. That's from the hill. That's one of Jesse's. Look at the rolling hills. Of course, I zoom in immediately on the train, but the point is composition with the, look at this, a slight wavy side road to it, fresh black top, the greenery, the gravel, double tracks, and another road flanking it, and then the rolling hills. And then this S curve, that would be me lying down on the motorcycle coming around them. That's beautiful.
We know it's not Alabama because there's paving.
That's right. There is paving. Yeah,
Yes.
definitely not Alabama. On the frontage road. Here's a video. MOW up front. Whoop, that was a quick one. But there's a bunch of MOW stuff right up front. And then cargo behind it, which is really weird. When you got a lot of stuff that needs moving.
Put it all together.
That's right. I'm actually not 100% sure who sent that one. I'll have to find the record for that one. It goes to the spreadsheet, but then I have to match up the file name, so it'll take me a minute. Hey! Look who it is. And on a Ferromax, no less. Lucas getting around, man. That's some travel. That's some commitment. Very nice, Tara. And here he's got a self-portrait, right? The truth is what you believe, Lucas.
Okay, while we're on this picture, who is the white guy right there?
All right. Hang on. Well,
He's on like train after train, and I asked the other night, and no one could tell me who
All right.
that guy is.
I can tell you. So hold on. I gotta switch over, do some more browser session stuffy stuff here. And yeah, Lucas, you are busy. You've been getting around, man. I'm gonna have to log in on ChatGPT, and this is one of these things where I'm not logged into it, so I gotta go and do a bunch of different browser sessions and put in my email address and.
It's the White Ninja.
Is it now?
That's what AGS said.
I don't know what the White Ninja is. Oh, now it wants me to verify. I've got my phone muted, so now I have to confirm it's me logging in. This is going. See, this is like the most dramatic YouTube ever. I don't know why everybody doesn't do this. Okay, now I've got it. Now I'm going to take a little screenshot of this dude.
As Tony says, it's Lucas's self-portrait.
That's what I thought. Who is this cartoon character? I'm asking ChatGPT. No, it doesn't know. It said it's a cartoon style graffiti in the image appears to depict a stylized generic character with spiky hair and a prominent nose, likely drawn quickly by a freight train graffiti artist. It doesn't closely resemble any specific well-known cartoon character and may simply be an original or a recurring graffiti tag character, common in railcar art. If you're thinking of someone specific, feel free to mention them, and I can help compare. So yeah, I think I've seen it a bunch. And ChatGPT seems to think it's just the signature of that artist. They may be right. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like on every other train.
Oh, I know. I've seen it a bunch.
That and the money bag.
Yeah, the money bag is there too. There's actually a guy. Yeah, I've seen it on the walls. You're right, AGS. I have seen that, and it may be one of those things people just kind of picked up, like what's the guy Kilroy? Maybe like Kilroy. It's one of those things. people
Kilroy
just picked
was
up,
here.
kept doing over and over, and I forgot what I was saying with that, but yes, here's the Central of Georgia. One of Tara's catches.
And Tara had a fantastic back-to-back days this past week.
Yeah, and that's downtown. She got into the city for that one. And those people in that office building had no idea what was sitting right in front of them. Oh, you know what? Got a good shot where it says Central of Georgia on the nose. That's cool. That's a good shot. I like that. Let's see. We have the Norfolk and Western, same building. Boy, that was a good day. And it's looking really nice. It looks very fresh, good and clean. It came through here not that long ago, right? A couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a
Back
bird.
to back double heritage units she achieved.
Here's Tara's artsy photo for the week. Hey, American Explorer. Welcome back.
They have pigeons that talented down in Dalton.
He's seeking what he may devour. Boy, you can really read the detail on that. GTM B566. That's very, very high clarity photo. High resolution. I love that. Great artsy composition of the urban pigeon in the switching equipment. He is walking the rails, that's right. Very nice. This is Lucas. When he's not painting Faramex cars, he takes a break to chase the 1080 with the rest of us. Man, it makes this one look even worse. Look how dirty that is. It looks like it went through a field. I mean, it's not even coal dust or anything. It's just nasty. It must have been... Well, no, that looks like tree stuff that's fallen on it. It must have been parked somewhere for a while. The thing is really nasty. And then here's this perfect, pristine Delaware and Hudson behind it. It says the cartoon character is the White Ninja. It's by an Instagrammer named Jaber, and it's either the artist or features it often. You know what? I have seen that Instagrammer before. He also has this thing where he talks about all the special tips he has on the side of, or on his spray paint cans, and he uses like retro tips that they don't make anymore that make a different flow pattern. He gets really into it. I mean, I had no idea that rail graffiti people were so dedicated, but they're their own community.
So it really is a white ninja.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, wait till Danny hears.
Danny's a white ninja.
A short white ninja.
She is. That's cool. I think I like the composition of the previous one better. That's a little bit better shot of the locomotive, but I like it, like the anticipation.
Was
But
it Waxahachie Pike yesterday, Lucas said?
there we go. That's the money shot there.
Whoa.
And that's pretty. That may be the best shot we've seen of the 1080 so far. What's the signature on the front? What does that say? It looks like OH. Oh, D and H. Duh. Sorry, it's my first day. The D and H is spray painted on the front. But I'm guessing originally there was not an intake grate where they were spraying that on the locomotive, so they had to just spray over the grate. That's beautiful. Maybe the prettiest heritage yet. And the stripe. Can you imagine trying to paint this across the intake for the radiators? Gosh, that's a lot.
Well,
Are you
there's a good
serious?
shot.
Oh, okay. Dirk said I forgot to switch channels again. Okay. Yeah. I thought you were saying I forgot to switch inputs. I'm like, no, I can see it clearly. OBS is up on that monitor. I can see. Yeah, you forgot switch. Yeah, we knew it was you, Dirk, because I actually see American Explorer on your submissions. That's what comes through when you send stuff. Yeah, here you can actually read it. It clearly says the D and H. And I love this old like 1940s radio on the side of it. And there's an electrical symbol up there too. Just so cool, so much detail. They really put effort into this one to make it faithful. And everything is gray, but then the few little things that had to be painted for safety, they've done a great job in doing the minimum or making it match. Like what a great heritage unit. That may be
Careful.
the second prettiest.
Second, okay. Do not tread on my
Behind our
southern.
Dulux Gold
Yes.
Southern Railways.
And what was it, imitation aluminum or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I have to look it up. I've got it written down. I know what the original colors were. I found it in an old advertisement. It's still so clean. That's beautiful. Let's see here. AGS. There it is. Yeah. Look, there he is again. The White Ninja.
Oh, he's everywhere.
He is.
I
He's
mean, the
omnipresent.
money bags everywhere.
He's omnipresent. I have to go back and look because I told you guys I've been making a compilation of some graffiti. I have to go back and see how many I have that have the White Ninja on it. I bet you I've got hundreds. And then this is the Southern. There's a gondola car, and it's a Southern Railways gondola. It's on the edge of that.
While you're on this, back on the subject of the Southern, it is the Virginia Apple Green,
That's it.
Imitation Aluminum, and Dulux Gold.
There we go. I got
Those
the
are the
Dulux Gold
colors.
right. Imitation aluminum. Boy, the guy was working overtime when he named that color, wasn't he? 4004, another one of the mains. We haven't seen this one lately. We've seen the 4001 and 2 last week. I think we saw 4000 not that long ago. 4004 we haven't seen in a minute. With the Sonic the Hedgehog blue.
Somebody went, Lucas, is that today? If I'm not mistaken, he went south today, did he not?
AGS Railfan took this one. I'm not sure
Oh, okay.
if maybe Lucas got it at a different time. He says that was 2 hours ago.
Okay, so he did go south, just wrong person.
Right info, wrong human. Ooh. Wow. Tara, that's a shot. The Lackawanna. But look at the composition.
Look at how
All
all,
the
it stands
architecture.
out.
Yeah, there's the
Whoa.
art museum. There's the bridge coming in, and the contrast of all the architecture. And everything's kind of clean. Boy, that's cool.
We need a walkway like that in Chattanooga.
I know.
That would outdo the glass walkway.
Actually, we probably just need Tara to move here or get a summer home here because her shot of the 4501 is better than ours. So that's awesome. What a great shot. All right, here's another one in the same spot, the Conrail. That's the better of the Conrails. I really don't like the CSX Conrail. I've tried. I've done my best, but I agree with Jesse. The mullet does it no favors.
Lucas would like to point out that he caught it first before AGS today.
Look at that. Well, that means Mike was actually right.
Wow, look at that color.
I know. It's a great blue. I love using this blue for graphics. This is actually my favorite one of the trains to make graphics with because these make wonderful contrast that you can see on YouTube thumbnails really well. And that's actually a slightly bluish white. They don't, I think they paint the white graphics on after the blue base coat. As if you look up the color in Photoshop, it's a slightly blued white, and it makes graphics really well. It's not a true white. It's like you can compare it to the report an emergency sign right there. It's deeper blue. Here's a video from Brian. Check my volume here. That's cool. I don't even know what that is. Mike, help. Whoa, it's got like portraits of their workers on the side. 1111, powered by our people, Union Pacific. I've never seen this. Look at that. It's got a rail worker, welder, looks like communications people. Hold on, we're running that back. I gotta see that again. I'm gonna let it play this time. That's cool. This is from Brian Long. The 1111 UP. Somebody make a wish.
Wow.
Oh, and he's getting a wave too. Man, that is cool. Huh. File that under things I've never seen before. Very nice, Brian. Derek said he hasn't seen another. Oh, the Monon. Boy, that thing's a pain in the butt to catch.
Down in Texas.
In the rain. It looks almost like snow, but in some serious rain. And by itself, look at that. It either got loose or is operating by itself.
It's run away.
AGS said he saw 1111 a few years ago in Atala. Huh, I've never seen it. And we get UP through here a lot. It's not as common as BNSF, but CSX and NS obviously are our main ones since we have yards here. But we get a lot of UP. So the Monon, we had to, Mike, you got this in Stevenson, and that thing was the death of me. We were trying to do this. It was a double header, actually. It was a CSX double header heritage unit, and the Monon was one of them. But it came by so fast. He was running 45, I think. He was going track speed past the little breezeway in Stevenson. I mean, he was right up against the building, just hauling it. So you're panning well. You snap the camera, but you only get like 6 frames where you can actually see it clearly and see what it is. So I had to do all the stuff, stabilizing it, trying to fix the colors, bringing it all out. He rarely ever comes through here. You got it at night, I think, with Jesse one time.
Yes.
But there's not like a beautiful shot of it just coming through in the daytime, like cooperating. It's always either hauling butt through right next to a building, or it's come through at night. Oh, Herzog. Mike, we saw this one on July 4th of last year. It looks like almost the same unit. And that guy was giving you the evil eye.
That he was.
It was one of the operators of these things. What's cool about these, the excavators, they're, you can tell they're on tracks, so they can operate on these tracks, but they can also have the tracks laid across the car, so they can move from car to car and pick up the ties and whatnot. But seeing them just roll across cars like it's nothing is really weird. And he was picking up stuff. Whoop, hold on. Got a train outside. Let's see what we got. Let's switch over, just view the channel. Doing my best here. Sorry, guys. Okay. Just going to play an ad. Figures.
You've got multiple parts, but
I guess I need to
Wait,
search more
these
things.
work together?
Looks like
Can't even escape our own.
just ask Google.
We know
No,
that
you gotta be
finding
kidding me.
high-quality foods you can trust can be challenging. That's why Go Macro is making natural.
Okay, there we go. Now skip. Now let's see if I can rewind it a few seconds. Minute 15, that'll work. See if there's any audio. This is the new camera. I'm not sure how stable it is. We've been working on the stabilization. We're about to find out. Actually, I'm going to switch off of our view just to the desktop so that it's not blocking the names of the channels in case they talk. Going northbound around the corner. Get a little wind noise. Might need to look at where the microphone is, but there he is. 2 locomotives. He's moving pretty good. 3384 is the lead one. CSX 3384.
One of his ground lights is out.
Oh, yeah. Somebody that totally doesn't have access to the CSX app should note that for maintenance. Alright, I don't think I heard a DPU. Did you hear one?
No.
I didn't hear one either, so I think that's all there is. It says I should subscribe, but I don't know why it says that because I am Real Moments, as you can tell from the logo. So, oh well. Anyway, That's going by.
Brian has an update for us. 1080 is on the move, still west of Decatur.
Okay.
And he is headed to Huntsville.
I don't blame him a bit.
Everybody to Huntsville.
Calling all rail fans, get to Huntsville. So anyway, yep, Herzog can pick up ties and set them down. That was the goal. Okay, next thing. Brian got CM44AH, and it's got...
Oh,
the
there's a story
biodiesel-
behind this.
Well, there's also the old biodiesel logo. Apparently that must have been one of their experimental biodiesel units, but they did not bother to put the logo back on there, so I'm guessing it's not anymore. Anyway, what's the story?
Hang on.
Okay, Mike's going to read it to
I
us.
gotta get back to the story.
And I'm going to put our faces back on, some because you guys probably missed us.
Ask him if this is the Wabtec.
Well, it does say Wabtec Corporation.
Okay. Wabtec and CSX are collaborating on a significant locomotive modernization project to enhance fuel efficiency and reduce emissions on CSX's freight rail operation.
Well, it's got a percentage. I can't see what the percentage is because it's rubbed off, but it looks like 22% biodiesel. It's interesting. Biodiesel's not hard to run. I don't know why they're doing such a big experiment. I have a car that runs on biodiesel, and it's really just you add one more fuel filter, and you don't run over 20% when it's super cold outside. So it's been around for decades. You can run a diesel engine on just about anything, and I do. I run my old 83 Mercedes on biodiesel. So interesting they're having to do a big study on it. But I guess it depends on cost and efficiency per mile and all that. It's different for them.
He does go on to say there's 200 locomotives scheduled for this, including technology updates, hardware updates, engine upgrades, digital solutions, expanded architecture, and it's going to give them fuel savings, less carbon emissions, and extend the locomotive's operational lifespan.
Yeah, it is a little bit, chemically it's a little bit different. It's kind of like running ethanol fuel. It can be a little harder on your fuel system. It does take an extra filter, and it's a coagulant. If it gets cold, it starts to solidify. It also does, it's hydroscopic, likes to pull in water. But the bonus is it's cheap and it smells like French fries. When you smell one go by, you'll definitely smell the difference. Yeah, if you smell a biodiesel train go by, you will know. There is no question it smells like French fries. Oh, that's cool. That's a good shot. Those are actually kind of similar in color, the building and it. That's neat. I think I like the other one better because of the juxtaposition with the bridge and whatnot, but that's a great shot. I may make that one of my wallpapers on my computer, if you don't mind. I like that. It's really neat. And those are people's offices up there. How cool would that be?
In case of fire, jump out the window, go down the slide.
Yeah, just zing. Boy, you would pick up some speed. Can you imagine hitting the lip right there with your booty?
Launch.
That would be a surprising end to a day. That's a good shot of the Conrail. Doing the work. Hey, you know, for second in position, that's about the best you're going to do because there's a flat car right in front of it. It's really got the detail, but it also shows it working, you know. It's pushing or pulling in this case, but that's neat. What great shots. Man, we had some good stuff this week.
Tara has worked. Everybody has worked
I
overtime.
know. All right, Mike, we got to narrow down some stuff.
Oh, that's going to be wait. I made notes, and every note that I made, because you always ask me, and I'm not ready for the answer, but
All right, so
we might need help.
I say we pick our favorite locomotive, our favorite shot, just like the composition and everything.
Oh, you know how hard that's going to be?
And then we can also pick an artistic one because people send those in too. And I want to encourage that because I love seeing the stuff around, not just locomotives, but let's see the signals. Let's see, you know, the one that we got last week that was of the rail with the sun reflecting off of it. It was kind of like the previous one, but it was just the rail and it had the trucks to the side. That was cool. Oh, the short video of the MOW, that was Tara. Cool. Thank you. That saves me a lot of looking it up. Dirk says he thinks a biodiesel may have passed him late one night in Cartersville a few months ago. He smelled a French fry-like smell after it passed. Wonders where it came from as all the restaurants were closed. Yes. People that used to follow me around in my Mercedes, my old 83 Mercedes that runs biodiesel, they would tell me that it made them hungry. So you can run them. This will be a very brief aside, but it is loosely train related since they're also diesels. You can run them on just about anything. So you can run them on waste motor oil, waste vegetable oil, like cooking oil from a restaurant. You can run them on straight vegetable oil, which is fresh from a restaurant. You can run them on avgas, which is essentially really refined diesel. You can run them on B99 biodiesel. B20 is really common. Regular number 2 diesel. You can run them on kerosene. All of these things take adjustments, but you can run a diesel on just about anything. And if you really want to get fancy, if you feed them propane through an injection, it acts like nitrous, but for a diesel. So you can run a propane injected diesel on just about anything, and they're fun. I have more than one diesel. I can't remember how many. 3, I think. Yeah, I think 3.
With your fleet, it's hard to keep up with what you have.
A lot of cars, man. Yeah, I think I've got 3. I like them. I enjoy compression ignition. It's fun. Something different. Okay, Michael, I'm going to make these thumbnails bigger for you. Okay, so we have the Steam section. Also here. We have a bunch of good heritages. And a couple of artistic shots. So we're going to pick our favorite photo, our favorite locomotive. I guess that'd be the catch technically. And then we'll pick an artsy one.
Oh. Would be different categories.
I know. The problem is people keep sending them in, so we have to try and keep the same categories because they keep sending us the kind of stuff we're looking at. You want me to go first?
Well, geez, you can tell I am really conflicted here because the steam locomotive picture
Right here?
is, I think that's the most astounding picture I have seen at TVRM. And
Yeah, with the sun catching it right there.
just it's got so much personality.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's like life. It's like you're there with it.
I would say that is prettier than the picture of the 4501 that they have at the Cheddars on Gun Barrel Road. Oh, AGS, please do. And feel free. I tend to like the old tracks, old crossing gates, things that have some history to them. Mike also likes the old tracks, but he also likes the switching equipment and track heaters and weird gantries, signal lights, anything rail related. We're interested in seeing them. But yeah, man, that's a smoking great photo. Is that it for you? That's your favorite? Is that the artistic one?
Well, I'm not sure what category, but I can tell you my picks. The 1111 is totally unique.
Oh yeah, man, that thing is amazing. That was a video from Brian Long. That's this one here.
And then
yeah, that's something I've never seen before, and I'm glad you picked it because that keeps me from having to pick it.
and the way it comes into the picture, it's a total surprise because the lights blind you.
Yeah, that's great. All right, so that's favorite locomotives there. Got it.
And it's a dead heat tie with 1080.
Yeah.
Because they're both exciting in their own right.
So which 1080 are you talking? You talking one of Lucas's? Or I guess Lucas's shots are better than ours because ours are video. I think Lucas is
he's
the only
ahead
one
of
who sent
us.
them in. So these 5 are the Lucas's ones here. Do you like it coming with the long hood forward, or you like seeing it going away that way?
I like it that way.
That way? Do you like that one or that one? First one?
First one.
Second one? First
No,
one?
That one.
That one. You like that one. 3,900. Okay. So, that's good because for my picks, gosh, this is tough. I love this. I love that.
Well, that's
that catch.
the next thing, but that doesn't. That's like, whoa! I mean, that is a once in a. You don't get that.
I know. That's a moment.
Because I had that noted down here. Wave with Jesse.
Yeah, I feel like that's almost like an artistic shot. It is also a catch, but
And see, railroaders,
I love that.
rail fan too. I mean,
I know
they're
they do.
with each other.
Seeing them catch the moment, and then the composition of this one just slays me. I love that thing. That's great. That's a great photo there.
Yeah, now you're gonna have to compete with the Conrail because that's incredible colors.
Yeah, and I actually think, man, that's tough. All right, I think I'm going with this one as my favorite catch, the Lackawanna in its urban setting. I'm gonna go artsy. I had thought about the bird, but man, this is like a moment of railroad people being rail fans. You know, like how cool is that? That's a great shot. Go with that one there, and then. You already picked that one. Andy's, but then I love this one too. That's so cool. I've never seen that. I think I've got to go with this one here. We're both going to agree on this one. Brian's catch that 11-11 because I've never seen that. And I loved Andy's shot. This one here, Andy. This is my favorite of the ones you took of the 4501. I love that one, but it gets edged out just a little bit by something I've never seen before, which is it's the only one that Mike and I both picked. But that's cool. What a weird catch. And apparently it's been a long time since it's come through. So what I thought I'd do is we would put these 5 because we have 2 each that are unique and one that we both agreed on, and we put these 5 together into a short and we'll put it up on the channel. So do that real quick. And Mike, watch your eyes. I'm going to turn the lights back on. So brace yourself here. Let me switch it over to this transition. Okay, here we go. Watch your eyes.
Ready, set, on.
Yeah. Well, wrong button.
You should
That's
hit
a lot.
the horn button.
Here's the one in your eyes.
Yep, that is.
Yep, that one's. Here's one of my eyes. Oh, there we go. Boy, that was harsh. That was a lot. Okay. Thanks for bearing with us on that one. All right, let's make a short. If you guys don't mind, let's throw your catches up on here, and I'll tag all of y'all. And if you want to say in the comments if you want me to tag your channel or not, I am happy to do so. But we will make a little short with them. Or if for some reason you don't want me to include yours, which I don't think is the case, tell me now. It wants me to update Premiere. I'm not
Really?
going to update Premiere. I think it's just angry with me. We're going to have it, well, now it's working. Go figure. All right, so we're going to start with the short from last week. No, I don't want to use the one from the Woodstock, which, by the way, that video posts here in 40 minutes. If you were with us on Wednesday nights live, we made a short from a video my wife took on Monday. And that short drops here in 40 minutes. So, that'll be fun. But that's not the one I want to use. I think I need to use the Top Cat short. No, because is that one vertical? It is vertical. Okay.
That's that one you had to force do whatever you did.
Yeah, I didn't want to cooperate. All right, we're going to do that. Because this has the graphics over it that also allows me to say who it is, so this will be easy to reuse. Mike, you should open the Decatur, Alabama rail cam. Sounds like the 1080 is coming through. It says train coming. I bet you we know which one it is. Tag Railfan Lucan. Okay, can do. Let's see, I'm going to try and see if it'll show me your channel. Go to channel. Railfan Lucan. There we go. At Railfan Lucan. There we go. That one. I can do that. Mike, he says it is going by now. I don't have the ability to pull that up because I'm not logged into it here, but Mike will have it. So Mike can update us on what he's seeing. And I can actually include Lucan's little logo, I think, from the channel. Put that on there. Okay, so let's run through the submissions real quick. I'm going to drop them all in. Decatur's, is that Virtual Railfan?
It is.
Okay, yeah, I'm not logged in on this machine. That's logged in on my other laptop at home. I don't know why I'm not logged in on this one, but I guess because I'm not watching cameras when I'm here in the studio. I'm working on something. Okay, there's the viewer caches. I'm going to make a new folder. I'm going to put these in here so we can grab them. So we've got Brian's video.
Lucas is saving us the time.
Terra's the Lackawanna.
Wow, how cool is that leading? Oh my goodness. What
It's
a
coming through.
difference. Woo! I just sent you pictures.
Okay.
I
He's sending
think I
us
did.
pictures, so I will throw that up momentarily. All right, and then Mike wanted 3,900. That's Lucas's. And then I picked Jesse with the wave. There's those 5. We will copy them in. So we might actually want to start with Brian's because Brian's is a video, and that was going to be easier for us to move around based on the size of it.
Ryan is probably racing to Huntsville.
That's Brian Long. Different Brian, right?
Yeah, we have both Brians tonight.
Yeah, different Brian. All right, shorts live. Nope, there it is, live. It's called user submissions. Nope, short submissions. There we go. Okay, here they are. So we're going to import all of these in the media browser, and then we're going to have to view. Was the workspace changed? I hate it when it does that. There we go. And then here's Brian's. Yep, there's that one. So let's start with editing it in. So we're going to scale to fit here first. And we're going to cut it to where you actually see it. I know you like the drama of it coming in, Mike, but I want to make it a little quicker. And it will not move it because that's got something ahead of it. We're going to fade in the audio right there. And that's basically the end right there. Okay. So we're going to put favorite catches of the week. Yep. It's saying I know there's a centering key somewhere for center horizontal, but it's in the options. It's so annoying to get to. And then we'll put favorite catches of the week. So this one is selected by both of us. So I guess it makes sense that it goes up front anyway. Is that centered? Ew. I'm going to figure out a better way to center these things, Mike. All right, so here we go. We'll fix the graphics here momentarily. Very cool. All right, we're going to fade the audio out right there since it's going to a still photo after that. And we'll move these down for the next one. Actually, we'll make copies of this. But here's this one. It goes all the way to the end. And we learned last week that Alt-click moves them over.
Did we?
We did. You were sleeping at that point, as were most of our audience.
Next word Chuck said, I think he's talking about Chinese things.
Yeah, that's why I'm not describing that much what I'm doing this week, because I realize you guys are not here to watch a Premiere explanation, the Premiere training video. I think it's this one. Yeah, okay, this is Tara's. And then this one, I'm going to have to nudge this up a bit. This text. No, not like that, please. Premiere hates me, Michael. I guarantee you it hates you more.
I say I would offer to help, but
No, it doesn't want your help, Mike, I promise you. It specifically asked me not to let you help.
your computer would run if I went to that chair.
It would. It'd be like a Disney character, man. It would literally just get up and run.
No. He has trouble with the MiFi.
He has trouble unlocking the phone with his thumbprint.
Yeah, y'all laugh. You should have been there the day he taught me how to use the Starlink. I do what?
Oh, the Starlink was a lot. Oh, no, and I'll be honest, he was trying to ask me questions. I'd never used a Starlink. I have no idea. I'm just trying to figure it out, right? And he's like, okay, so what do I do here? And I'm trying to understand it and explain it to him at the same time. I'm like, dude, you're just going to have to give me a minute. I have no idea. I don't know either. I don't know what it wants. I don't know what it's trying to do, but it wants something. Oh, it's trying to update. Wait, it can't see a satellite. It was a lot.
And then when he's all done, he goes, do you think you can do this on your own?
His confidence level was not that high at the moment. All right, so we're going to put this one in. We'll put some music over that. We will use our regular Railfans music. Where is our regular Railfan music? Let's see what we have.
Don't use the one that you got in trouble for.
No, I'm going to use the one that we have. It's this one. It has the imaginative name of Upbeat American Pop Instrumental. That rolls off the tongue. That's not it. That's not it. It's this one. Is it? That's it. That's our normal theme music. All right, so we'll bring that in. We made that some time ago because we were tired of having to license every single thing, and it was annoying. We're gonna fit to frame here. There we go. So we need to credit you guys. So we're gonna make one more, and then we're gonna move this one down. I swear. It's that one. That's why. Come on. All right, Brian. Where's Brian's channel? Mike?
Train Nut 85?
No, Brian Long.
Oh, Lucan.
Lucan? Oh, that's Railfan Lucan. I'm sorry, man. I try. So I'll put in credit Railfan Lucan. That's sort of centered. It's like so close. Yeah, we'll go with that. Submitted by Real Fan Lucan. Oh, it's capital. That's not quite the right way. That way? Cool. All right, Real Fan Lucan on that one. And then this one is Tara. Selected by Casey. And then we will copy over submitted by. We'll put Tara in Virginia because there's not another one, but when there will be one day. Because this short will live on the channel forever. So that is definitely not centered. That is annoying. Okay, close enough. That'll work. Okay, here's this one. We'll let it play for like, let the stills play for like 10 seconds. Snap all this back, and we'll drop in the audio. Because I think the audio clip we have is 38 seconds, so that'll work out with the amount of time we have. Actually, if we did this for 9 seconds, we can add the fade. So the duration of the short, the stills will be 9 seconds, and it'll match the audio. And we can crossfade. I just had this all organized. Live tonight. Nope, that was that one. Let's go back one. It was Shorts live, short submissions. There it is, the music. And we're gonna do a little fade. Let's hear how it listens. Okay, that'll work. Oh, also this audio was slightly hot, so we're gonna turn it down just 2 decibels. Okay, now we got everything together. And make these a little faster. And then here's Lucas Burkett. And drag this out to 9 seconds. And we'll copy these over. And then we're going to scale that. Cool. And then selected by Mike, this was yours. Favorite catches of the week. Selected by, we don't have one that says Mike yet, and this is not cooperating. Selected by Mike. That's pretty centered. Submitted by. Okay, here we go. We are Lucas Burkett, 2 T's. Lucas Burkett. Cool. I like that. And then we've got the next one is, oh, this is also one of Tara's. This is the 4501. This one here. It's dramatic.
With a capital D, dramatic.
It is. Way to get us in the feels.
Brian is racing to Huntsville. He's texting us.
Actually, we already have one that says Tara in Virginia, so we'll just copy that over. There we go. Selected by Mike. And we will scale that. He's racing to Huntsville. Okay.
Yes, he hopes to get there in time.
I'm going to fire
And
up the tracker again.
Gonna go live.
What's the thing? BlueStacks. I'm going to fire that up, and we're going to check out its position. We're going to live track this thing for you guys while we're going through this. And then the next submission, we've got Jesse. Let's see, we've got Lackawanna. Yep, Jesse's here. So we will credit Jesse's channel, Whistleboard. And we will scale that one to 5th frame size. we go. It's going to be easier just to type. Whistle. How's he spell it? Is it space or no space? Where's Jesse? Whistleboard. There it is. Whistle Space Board Productions. Okay. And then this one was actually selected by me. I have one over here that says just me. It's that one. So we'll copy that. And favorite catches of the week submitted by. There we go. All right. Now we're going to cut this audio and we're going to fade it out. And we have a completed short. Let's check it out, guys.
Okay, we have another update.
Hold on.
Tanner, Alabama.
Tanner, Alabama. All right.
3 minutes ago, Tanner, Alabama. That's cool. Yeah, John, it is the 1080, man. It's coming back. We are tracking it. Hold on, I'll bring it over. I apologize if it runs some weird ads. So there are two different sets of ads here. There's the stuff on the left that comes from the emulator, and then there's the doggone ads on thing itself. All right. This was the most recent report. This is Decatur, Central Alabama Rail Fan. Said it is, that was 17 minutes ago. It was through Decatur. It's on its way to Chattanooga. And that was 5 minutes ago, Tanner, Alabama. Roman Rail reported it. On the main, skedaddling. All right, so he's going track speed. And I sent you pictures
And everybody says it's leading.
when it went through Decatur.
All right, Mike sent me pictures. Hang on, let me grab those real quick. And then it's 7:10, so we gotta go eat as well. Bear with me, Mike. Let's grab these photos here. Oh
Lucas-
yeah, here it is.
Lucas sent those to us.
Here's
He
the.
grabbed it off the cam.
load
Thanks,
this-
Lucas.
Yep, thank you. Run the downloads here. There we go. That's it. It is leading. And somebody's got a heck of a train set going on right here. Look at that. It's got a trestle built off a table.
That's on the porch.
Is it really?
At the Decatur Depot.
No kidding. I didn't know that. I've never been to that depot.
That's because I can't get you to go with me.
It's because you always pick when it's like 98 degrees, dude. I'm fat.
We can do midnight like Jesse.
We can. I mean, I'm better with that.
Won't be hot.
You can talk my wife into it. I'm down with midnight. I'm not down with sweating.
Found a great hotel there.
That's why I like rail cams, man. Like the air conditioning. I'm a fan. But yeah, there it is. It's leading. So, you know, we've been seeing these, the stock photo. It has the 1080. I don't know what the heck just happened to my emulator. It disappeared. Anyway, the stock photo of the 1080, yeah, it really will not come back up. I don't know what happened. Okay. It shows the 1080 in second position. So I was getting confused between the stock photo and what's happening now. Anyway, all right, we got that short finished. Everything is done. So we're going to export that guy real quick and throw it up on the channel. And we're going to roll on. And we will make it, since there's one coming out live in 10 minutes. Mike, when are you live again?
Tomorrow after work.
Okay.
Theoretically, 5:30, 6 o'clock. unless I go to the rail yard tonight at 1 a.m.
So when is a good time to put out this short is the reason why I'm asking this loaded question.
5 o'clock tomorrow?
All right.
Unless you want to do a lunchtime tomorrow.
We can do 5. I can do lunch tomorrow. That's fine. Or lunch Tuesday, because we're releasing one here in 20 minutes.
Okay.
That's already scheduled from Wednesday. And since you're already going live, are you going live Tuesday?
Yes.
Doggone, man, you go live so often I can't even schedule anything. All right, fine. I'll put it on for Tuesday lunch. You're not going to be live Tuesday lunch, are you?
Not that I plan.
Okay. I declare. All right, so let's throw that up there real quick. First, let's make sure that everything rendered correctly. So we're going to upload a video. But we are going to look in this folder. Here's the video. There you go. And it's done. So we will schedule that thing. And it says it's a short. It did recognize it automatically. And the hashtag will be railfans. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think we need to do anything more than that. Put it in the shorts playlist. There is no AI content in here. And yeah, we are being nice. We don't have any related videos really. I guess technically this one's related because we made it during this one, went through them. So yeah, that's a related video. And then we will publish it, schedule it for Tuesday. Gosh, Tuesday's the 1st of July, Mike.
Less than 6 months to Christmas.
You look like the 1st of July. You made me want a hot dog real bad. Let's see. This is scheduled. And if you're wondering why did I not double the image like last week, come back and check your video, make sure there are no issues. Oh, it's because I didn't wait for the copyright check, so it's fine. Okay, we're good. The reason why I didn't do that is I wanted to almost be like a shadow box. I wanted the photo to be the star. I didn't want anything that is conflicting with it. And before we go, I hear a train coming by, so let's end with one. I can type it in faster. Watch me get like 15 different ads from our channel here. So we don't control it. So it is what it is. We get them too.
Whatever you do,
Ah,
do it for
doggone it.
us at Harbor Freight.
Yeah, we shop at Harbor Freight. You don't have to tell us.
For meeting for coffee?
Okay. There's a train coming. I think it's southbound. We'll move off of I'll show you the whole desktop here. Now you hear it.
It is southbound.
Southbound?
I do think so. Because you get that sound way before.
Stuart asked if we've seen the 1943 Spirit of UP. I don't know. I'll have to look that up here in a second.
The other camera had that specific kind of a backflow sound.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, we're wrong.
Northbound. Doggone. Empty coal cars. Well, the clarity of this camera is really good, though. The focus and all is a lot better. You can actually read the locomotive numbers, which is nice. You can see the trees, just a wagon. And we've left it on the wider angle because a lot of people like watching the deer that come over here.
Including me.
Including Mike. So this is on the deer shot. He loves them dearly.
Always worry when they're on the track, though.
All right, let's find out. Let's look up the 1943 Spirit of Union Pacific. Oh, that is cool. No, I've never seen that.
Me neither.
Can you see that over my shoulder, Mike?
I can.
It's really pretty. Here's looks like a model of it, but it gives you an idea. It's got graffiti on the back, support our troops, and it's got the flag in the middle, in the Spirit of Union Pacific. Oh, there's a DPU. Hear it going by the studio. You guys will see it in about 30 seconds on the bird cam if you're watching. Anyway, all right. We got our, we're going to have to save this as a separate project because I almost overwrote it. But this video is viewer submissions. There we go. We got it all saved. And we have, we've got it posted for Tuesday at noon. So you'll see that. That's Eastern time. And in 13 minutes, my wife's catch of a short line in Woodstock, Georgia will be live. And she catches 5 short line locomotives leading. And it's really neat. 3 of them are all from related companies, but it apparently got renamed. It's based in Washington State. And for some reason, it was in Woodstock, Georgia, where they have a hub in Marietta, but they're based in Washington. And then there were 2 other old locomotives that must have been power units they bought and never repainted, but they're in there too. So that comes out in 13 minutes. So be sure you catch that, 7:30.
And Brian hopes to be live.
Cool.
Train Nut Productions.
Train Nut Productions. Okay.
In Huntsville.
Yep.
For 1080.
All right, hang on one second. We'll show you what his channel looks like. It's this one, this channel here. So Train Nut Productions. It's at TrainNut85. And he'll be live. So check that out. You guys might remember him. We interviewed him for the museum.
The Cowan Railroad Museum.
Yep, the Cowan for the Rail Fan Days. But anyway, it's time for Mike and I to go eat dinner.
Everybody, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate everybody sending everything in, tuning in. We're going to roll on. 12 minutes now, you'll see a short, and that'll be right as we're arriving wherever we're going for dinner. So we'll watch it along with you. Appreciate y'all sending everything in, and we'll see you next week. You'll see Mike tomorrow.
The next crossing.
At the next crossing. I'm Casey. That one's Mike.